Welcome to Morrigan's Cottage. Morrigan's Cottage is a 200-year-old cottage set in Ireland's beautiful and wild west, sitting on just about 4 acres of land. The land is overgrown and the cottage has started to deteriorate after being left vacant for a number of years. But my name's Aisling, this is my dog Morrigan and my cat Vanya, and together we're going to bring this cottage and land back to its former glory. Follow us along through the surprises, the headaches and successes in bringing back the character to this lovely old home, and in turning the land into a biodiverse cottage garden and home rescue to animals in the future. So it's been a mixed weekend here at Morrigan's Cottage. I don't know what those cones were to kind of mark out. Hello and welcome back to Morrigan's Cottage. It is Monday, bank holiday. Oh, I think it's the 5th of August, but I'll put the little thing here as usual because I never know the day. We're at Morrigan's Cottage. We haven't been here that long. I have had a vitamin drink, a cup of coffee and a multivitamin. So I'm full of energy, but we have been down just a little bit. We've had 48 hours of rain, and it looks like the sun has just made an appearance. So we are rushing out the back. We're going to get the strimmer out and we're going to get strimming these docks and get rid of them. We made good progress yesterday for about an hour that we were outside, and then we ended up having quite a hard day here at Morrigan's Cottage. Like I said, it has been raining for roughly 48 hours. We got about an hour's break yesterday morning, which we did get outside for. But aside from that, it was raining. It might actually still be raining very lightly, but at least the sun is out. And then when we came in, we started tearing down more plasterboard in the spare bedroom, and unfortunately came across the fact that at some point potentially the old stone wall in part of the room had crumbled. I think it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a big section of the wall that's now being held up by what I think is breeze block. So we're gonna have to get a builder in. So that yesterday was a bit of a hard day finding that, because I did think we were gonna find a beautiful old stone wall, but alas we did not. Now the worst that's gonna happen is, as long as a builder comes out and says that the breeze blocks are like structurally okay and it's holding up the wall fine and we've nothing to worry about, I'm just gonna lime plaster over that wall again, and we're not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna be ripping out the blocks and trying to rebuild an old stone wall. Like, it's just, that's not what we're doing. Maybe in 10 years when we have money again we'll do that, but for now we're just going to plaster right back over that wall and pretend it doesn't exist, because that's we're just not going to play around with the structure of the house. If it's been held up and it's been working, then we're going to leave it like that. But anyway, it was a bit of disappointing news because I did have visions of a beautiful wall, but alas, I don't think that was meant to be. Now, the void could be what would have been called the hag. It's a section in old Irish cottages that essentially they used to put a bed for an old person or children sometimes, that they could sleep pretty much right beside the big fire, so they could get the warmth from the fire overnight, and they could also stay social and be part of the family during the day. So potentially that's what it is. But again, someone needs to come in and have a look, because I don't think it is. I think it's just that part of the wall has crumbled and they fixed it by putting breeze blocks up. So we'll see. But yeah, that is where we were at yesterday. Today we're going to go outside and we're going to finish cutting. Like I said, I do think maybe potentially it's kind of still raining, but it's nice enough for us to go out. We're going to be careful because I think I saw pheasants out in the garden earlier when we first got here, that Morrigan might have chased. Oopsies. But anyway, enough yap. Let's get outside and get this done before it starts raining again. Alrighty, here's today's project. We are going to cut back these docks, and it is the last of the docks on the land because we cleared over here yesterday, which is amazing. We still have a bit to clear back, but overall over there is clear. We're going to clear here and then we're going to continue our path over to the gate, and if we can get that done, that's a pretty good day for us. So that's the plan. Missy Moo's out here sniffing. She's looking for more pheasants to chase. My naughty little princess. But I'm going to get you set up and we're going to get started. Alrighty, so hopefully you can tell we've cut quite a big chunk back, which is great. It just opens this whole section up so wide and makes it look like there's so much space. So we're going to give it a little break here. I don't know what those cones were to kind of mark out, whether, so you can see, look, the old fence comes here and there's a post there where the cone is. Now, whether the fence then goes down and around, because there's some fence poles down there, or if there's some hidden fences along here, I'm not sure. So we're just being very careful. But we're almost out of battery, and the other two are still charging. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to hop into this section here and just cut back some of those nettles. And I'd say the batteries will be out by then, and we'll take a little break. But it's turned out to be quite a nice day. We weren't going to stay too long today, but now that it's kind of cleared up, we're going to get these batteries charging and we're going to get just working away on everything. Ideally, once we've done behind here, we'll probably call it a quits for here. We might get a little further done over here, and then what we'll do is we'll start doing the tunnel over to the gate. And if we could get that done today, that would be like the pinnacle. That would be the dream. So we'll see how far we get. It gets quite low as you step in, like it starts going down towards the pond, and also it's been raining a lot, so it's quite wet over here. So just I don't want to go like too far in at the moment. So we'll finish up just over this section here, and then we will charge the batteries and we'll do our little cut through to the gate, and then I'm gonna look about getting someone in to cut the rest of the land. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the progress for right now. So I'm gonna set you up just over here. Morrigan's inside. She's like, "Mommy, I'm in here. What are you doing?" But yeah, so we're gonna keep going. Where's my hook? Here she goes. Oh, thank you. Where's my hook? Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to go in? Want some lunch? Where's my hook? Thank you. Want some lunch? Will we go in? Where's my hook? Alrighty, we are going to take a little break to recharge and to have some lunch. We've been at it for about 2 hours now. It's just 1 o'clock. We're making good progress. We need the batteries to recharge, so we'll eat, and then if it's not raining, we'll head back out and hopefully clear a little bit more. I think I'll leave that section over there for now, by the pond, and I'll move on to getting as close to the gate as I can. Reason being is that I'd like to get a farmer in ASAP to cut the fields. Now, I think it'll need a nice day because even like the garden, like it's quite wet. It's been raining for the last 48 hours or so. So the garden is a bit damp. So I'd say the rest of the land is quite damp. So I don't want their tractor getting stuck. So that's the plan. We'll get that pathway done and then I'll try get someone in to cut the rest of the land, because God, if we could get the rest of the land cut, that would be like 10 out of 10, top class. So, lunchtime. So this is all clear. And this is our pathway to the gate that we're going to hopefully get done before the end of the day. Land is a little bit wet, but not too bad. So I'm going to set you up here. Thinking it might actually be easier to start over at the gate. So we're gonna go have a look. So I've made a little start. Here's the gate. And I've made a little start into it. It is very thick along here, which isn't unexpected because we're right beside the pond and I'd imagine it's quite fertile around here. But there was nowhere to put you down, so I just got started and now I'll put you down and you can see how we track across. Bear in mind it's still very long, but we're just starting, so. Okay, here's where we started. You can probably hear the ground's a little bit wet, but it's actually not too bad. But let me show you how far we got. I ran out of battery for the strimmer and battery for myself, to be completely honest. But we actually got pretty far. No sign of life, thankfully. I cut quite high just in case there's rabbits or foxes or anything. Gives them time to escape. Most of the land is grass. There are these rush things or whatever they're called, I don't know. But for the most part it is mostly grass. It is a little bit wet, but it's not boggy. This is a natural little path that kind of leads into an area that's different sort of grass, so that's interesting. But it's different, like just in texture and length and all that. But anyway, we press on. Got pretty far, actually. I'm really impressed with how far the batteries got us. But yeah, we almost made it fully to the other side. Just running out of the battery at the very end. Now obviously this is all still really long. The strimmer doesn't do great with like actual grass, so I'm gonna have to get the string back loaded. But you can see here, like again, just a natural section where the grass is lower. And there's little like trails and stuff that obviously foxes or rabbits or whatever animals have been going through. But like if you come over here, this grass, oh my god, I'm so stupid. This is the path I started. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I thought the path I started was somewhere over there, but the path I started is here. So we have actually, if I just cut this little walkway here, we have actually made it to the other side. God, I'm so honestly stupid. So we now officially have a path from one side of the land to the other because I am stupid. So here's the path here, and I was cutting it so that the path would come up and kind of come out here. I was aiming for this pole because I was like, that I know is pretty close to opposite the gate. So I was just a little off. But that means we now officially have an easier walk through. Here's me. Oh, something came along and flattened this area of grass. Yeah, it was me. I flattened the grass. So our path technically goes to there, so I probably will go ahead and just bring it to the end, because ideally for a tractor to fit we'll need a much wider path. But look at that, we've officially gone halfway through the land. Now I thought there was a fence around here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it, because there's obviously a fence just hidden in there, and I thought there was another fence somewhere along here, but I can't find it. So it's either hidden in the overgrowth or it has fallen, because the next fence is way down there, but I'm pretty sure there's one along here. I'll have to look back through an old video. But anyway, I'm gonna plug in these batteries, and maybe the other batteries are done now, and if they are, I'll bring them back out and I don't know if I should cut this shorter, if I should just cut a wider path. I'll decide when I come back out, but delighted anyway. And I'll get a drink of water for myself and I'll let Mari out. Now she's not allowed down here because I'm very worried about ticks. So the weather has truly come out to be beautiful for us. Of course on the bloody Monday when we're not planning on staying too long. Irish weather is trickery, let me tell you that. Missy Moo is on the hunt. I think she can smell the pheasants that were out here this morning. So she's on a bit of a mosey. Oh, she's pooping. I won't film that. We're getting there. I'm wrecked. So I got quite a bit done. Let me show you, I'll turn it around. So we basically just did all along here to make it a bit wider. It's still really long, obviously. The blade doesn't do great against long grass, but it does good against the brush. So we will then go over this with the strimmer, with the string, to cut it back. But we cut all this back. We didn't make it the full way without running out of battery. But we did get a huge chunk done, so I'm really happy with that. So we made it about halfway. And like I said, it's kind of hard to tell because obviously the grass is so long, but it's wet, but it's not like soaking wet. Like it's as wet as it would be with 48 hours of rain. So we've made it this far. There's the gate, and there is the end of where we cut to earlier. So we've done really well. Here's one of those natural green spaces. I'm not sure why it's different. Kind of nervous to step in it in case it's like boggy. It's again wet, but nothing crazy, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's where we're at. We've cut a nice path through. I have 2 batteries charging, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the car packed up because it's just coming up on 5. I'm going to get the car packed up, and then if the batteries happen to be charged by the time the car is all packed up, I'll come out and I'll do one more round of strimming across. But if it's not done, it's not done. We'll call it quits. Even if the batteries are done, we might not come back out. I'm pretty tired now. But we got so much done, so I'm really happy. So it's been a mixed weekend here at Morrigan's cottage. We obviously had the bad news in the house. We had a huge amount of rain, but bright sides always. We're ending on a high. The sun came out for us today, and we got a huge chunk of grass cut that we've been hoping to do for a while, and we got a huge chunk of the grass cut up there. So overall it was a successful weekend, but just have to worry about the wall in that spare room. I don't know. I don't think there's much I can be doing with it until I get someone in to have a look. The grant does cover the costs of people coming in to take a look at things, so I might just hold off since we're hopefully this week going to get the copy of the exemption in the post. So once that comes, I'm going to send it on to the grant people, and then hopefully the grant people will be out in the next few weeks. Fingers crossed. I'm going to be like, look, I have to take a day off work to meet you at the house for you to do the visit. Just give me a day, let me try get it off work, and I'm just going to take the first day that they can give, because I don't want to push it out any later than I have to. And then I can get someone in to take a look at the house, take a look at the wall, and then I can get the heating people booked in so that finally we can get the heat in the house. Oh, it's going to be so nice to just be able to turn on the heat and be warm in the house, even though hopefully we won't need the heat on for a while. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like that's sorry, there's like horseflies biting me. That's the next big step, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it feels like it's a long time coming, and it has been. Ooh, horsefly on the phone. It feels like it's been a long time coming because it has been a long time coming. So thank you everyone for sticking with us while we very slowly and impatiently wait for the council to come. It's been a couple months of talking about it, but we're on the other side, and just look at the views. Like, that is stunning. That's gonna be a thumbnail. You can do it. Oh, you're so brave. Aren't you just the bravest little girl? She does have tick protection. She has a tablet that like deworms her, and if ticks bite her they die, but I still don't like her in long grass. Hey sweetie, we go back up to the house? Yeah. Good girl. Did you have a good sniff? We're gonna go pack the car because we're actually done for the day. I'm tired, I don't want to do any more. So, bye-bye from us at Morrigan's cottage.